Okay, got a code on here. Had the transmission rebuilt, and there's check engine light on, and check engine lights on my car, and I can get tired of going to the auto parts store and getting them to read it and tell me what. Focus. Show you what all this thing does. I don't want you focus. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you not focusing? So anyway, decided to try this out. That's pretty good reviews. Wanted a Bluetooth one and didn't want to spend $100 or $150 or $200 on one till I see if I even like it. So anyway, this is the HT500 HyperTough from Wally World. I know, HyperTough. But the funny thing is, of all the stuff I got that is HyperTough, I've only had probably one thing, and that was a 1/2-inch breaker bar I used for a year almost every day until it broke. I just went back to Walmart and got me another $13 breaker bar. So yeah, HT500. Let's see what we got down here. And of course it had to fall on the floor. Okay, warning. Let's see. Pairing is done automatically when Bluetooth is enabled on your mobile device. No setup or pin is required. Okay. Well, let me get this open. And let me get this out of the package. And the OBD2 port is, I know I'm going to screw the video up, is right up under here. So let me get this thing plugged in and enable Bluetooth on this phone, and we'll see how this works. Okay, there she is. Was a little green light flashing on it when I plugged it in. I guess that means it's working. You know what would be good, probably, if I read the directions before doing that. But that'd take all the fun out, wouldn't it? Okay, let me find my car keys. Okay, there's the check engine down there. I want to know what it is. Let me take a glance at the instructions, see what I'm expecting here. Okay, let me bring you along and show you. Here's the instructions. Quick start guide. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Repair Solutions 2 is the app name, apparently. Repair Solutions 2. Let me go and download that, and we'll get to this. Okay, I sat here, downloaded the app. You have to create an account. Created the account. Stop the engine, and put this in the OBD2 port. Turn the engine on. The app fired up. Green light on the reader came on. And it said it could not read the VIN number. Some of these new ones have a little tiny QR code next to the VIN on the windshield, and it gave me the option to read that QR code. Couldn't get it to read the QR code. I had to manually enter the VIN number, and once it did that, it started reading codes. But it would not read the drivetrain code. For some reason, it kept giving me error, could not read, try again, blah, 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 blah. The engine had to be running for several minutes until it finally scanned the drivetrain, and that's where I got the same codes that the AutoZone place got yesterday. As you'll see in these next few screenshots, it read everything. It basically said the same thing as the O2 sensor upstream. But I don't know if they unplugged that when they were dicking with the transmission or not. So I reset everything, and we'll see after I drive it. Okay, as you see, the check engine light is off. So I did finally get it to scan the drivetrain. Which is what was making that check engine light come on. And probably, it says the O2 sensor on bank 1, sensor 1, which I think, if I remember right, is the upstream O2 sensor, so I may need to get a new one, but we'll see if it comes back on. I'll rescan it after I drive it again for a little while and see. So let's go over to the Ford Focus. Okay, here we are at the Ford Focus. Just plug the device in. Let's see what we get on the Ford Focus now. As you can see on the Focus, I've got a Christmas tree almost on the dash. Let me clear that tire pressure thing. The anti-lock brake is because a sensor is missing on the back. It burned off when I smoked the bearing back there. So we have the door open, and we have the traction controls on because it's missing the ABS sensor in the back. So did have a wrench there while the other day. Now it's gone now, but we still have a check engine light, which may be the ABS sensors. But let me run the scan and see what we get. See if it will recognize the VIN. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to hit erase all codes and see if it will get rid of the check engine light. So the first time the crankshaft position sensor started going out, it was real hard to start. You have crank, 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 crank. Sometimes you take off and it'd die. Second time it went out, it wouldn't start no matter what. And so I had to have it replaced. And so would I buy this $50 HyperTough again? You bet, you bet. I just want to know what codes it's throwing, so I know how to fix them and then take them off. So, and this thing does that. I didn't want a corded unit. I had to plug in with a cord on. I wanted to look at it on my phone. This beats paying $100 or $150, $200 for one of them blue drive things. I'm sure you can do so much more with those, but for what I wanted, this met the bill. I'm completely happy with it. So $50, Walmart, Bluetooth scan tool, you bet. Okay, here's my old 2000 pickup. See how many miles she got on her. Yes, sir. 429,000. I bought her brand new back in 2000. Transmission's out. I've been sitting here months. I've been aiming to clean it out and take it to auction, but I ain't got around to it yet. I'm had to jump it off. So let's hook this scan tool up and see what it does on this old pickup. Yeah, 2000 model Chevy Silverado with a 4.8. Okay, for some reason on this one, no green light came on, and the app did not find it. So it may be because I already have the pickup running. The battery's completely dead. So I'm gonna let it idle a little while, charge up the battery, then try this again. Let's plug this baby in. Now I let this idle for about 30 minutes, charge the battery up. I still don't see the green light. I'm not holding a whole lot of hope. Well, let's start it and see what we get. Well, for whatever reason, as you can see, the scan tool will not scan this truck. I don't believe it's the app or the scan tool. I believe it's a truck. Vaguely, maybe it had this problem once before, but I'm not getting the green light on the device like I was the other ones. And I don't know what the deal is. But vaguely, I had this problem once before when I tried to have it scanned, but I am not getting jack on this thing, man. So I don't think this thing is powering up, or it would, I thought it might be a bit low voltage, but this truck pickup's been idling for about 35 minutes now, so it had plenty of time to charge up. And I stopped it, started it again, and still am not getting a scan on it. So I guess really only 2 vehicles tested. I was worried it was the tool that went bad, but as you can see, it still works. So the problem is the old Chevy just does not want to be scanned. I guess it has privacy issues.